Hello and welcome to Dan Turismo. I am Dan. Now, this video is a little bit different because, well, basically I messed it up. I sat down, recorded the video as usual, all done, Now I thought, oh, I'll have some lunch and then I'll do the editing. So, force of habit, I'm not on the computer, so I turn it off. Close all the programs, turn it off, and it was at this point I realised that I'd closed Audacity without saving it. So I've got all the footage, but none of the audio. And I thought initially that's like a disaster. I thought, oh no, I know this is going to be bad. We're going to have to do this again straight away, or otherwise I'll just give up on the series and it'll be weeks before I can feel like I can pick it up again. And I thought, no, you know what? I'm just going to do the half-assed route, and I'm just going to do the video, but say that I've lost the audio, and then I'll just basically re-record some audio talking about it over the top. So it's a shorter video today. Yeah, so what did I do in this playthrough that you will not be able to hear? Well, at the start of it, before I'd even started recording actually, I bought a Ford RS200. It ticked all the boxes of... Because initially I needed something that was four-wheel drive, and I needed something that had about 370, 380 horsepower. And luckily the Ford RS200 nailed all of that. Four-wheel drive, 378 horsepower I think, and also it would be able to do the rally events. So I bought that, did a couple of the four-wheel drive races. Did I do the first two? I think so. And it's brilliant. It was just a wonderful car to drive. Soft, supple suspension, as it should have, but nice and quick. A low top end, it maxes out at about 150 miles an hour, 240k, something like that. But yeah, it was really, really good. So I did the four-wheel drive races. I did, and then I went on to the Grand Touring race and the Pure Sports Car Cup, and I did a couple of those and started to earn my money back. Then when I had a bit more money, I put dirt tyres on it and went rallying, and I tried 3 rallies. I tried against the Daihatsu Sirion, which I was leading until I messed up, and then I could not catch it again. I did the race against the Saxo, which again I was leading, and then it passed me and I could not catch it again. And I did one against the Vauxhall Astra, which I just could not do. In the slow corners I was fast, but in the fast corners it seemed like the AI ghost car, or whatever it is, has infinite grip, and I just couldn't keep up. So I then went on the Tahiti Maze. Now the opponent car in that was late 80s, early 90s Celica GT4, like a proper rally car, like the Astra, Saxo and Sirion. They're like lower categories, but the Celica, that was a bona fide Group A car in its day. So I thought, oh, I probably won't be able to win this, but if I get lucky, it's Tahiti Maze, it's full of hairpins, I can just wall ride my way to victory. But it turned out that I actually dominated the race. I finished several seconds ahead of the Celica. I didn't even need to resort to cheaty tactics like that. So I was happy that I'd won it, but then realised that I didn't win any cars for it. I thought you'd win cars for doing the rallies. So maybe it's some of the higher tier rally events where you start winning cars. Anyway, so after that, like I say, then I did the Grand Sports Car Cup, or the Grand Touring Trophy. I'm mixing events up now. And I won a GT300 spec Nissan Silvia. And this is where we came, in the first video, I said that there was another rule about cars that I wouldn't mention then, I would only mention when I got to it. And that rule is that I cannot use ready-made racing cars. So anything that's an actual race car, if I win it, I can't buy any ready-made racing cars. If I win it, and it's got, the way you can tell is in the garage, there's a little R next to the name of the car, that I can't use it. The only racing cars I'm allowed to use are ones that I've race modified myself from stock road cars. And that gives me the challenge of having to actually tune a car myself and prepare it properly, rather than just winning something that's, automatically got all these upgrades on it and that is guaranteed to handle well and have the power and everything. And yeah, so I thought that would make a nice challenge to some of the later events where the opponents are predominantly going to be racing cars, so I will have to actually come up with something myself that I think is going to be able to compete against them. And also, the racing cars are worth a lot of money, so I sold the Silvia for 125,000 credits, did another race where I won a 80s Silhouette Skyline, which I love, and I always used to use it. Sold that for 125,000 credits. I did a couple of other races in other prize cars I'd won. I won a Nismo 400R, took it into the Turbo Cup at test course to see how competitive it was, got blown away by the first corner, so I instantly quit out of that. And then I took the Tom's Angel TO1, which is Tom's are like a Toyota tuning company, and in the mid-90s they tried to make their own car called the Tom's Angel TO1. I took that into the Clubman Cup race that I couldn't win with the Tommy Kyra, and I didn't win that either with the Tom's Angel, so I sold that. The Nismo, I wanted to keep it because it's like an iconic Gran Turismo car, but I just couldn't justify keeping it, and it was worth 20 grand, so I sold that as well. And that's pretty much what I did in this video. So I've left with a significant amount of money, got 320 grand nearly. So at the start of the next video, I'm gonna buy a car, go all out for upgrades, race modify it, and then, you know, I might start digging into the world of tyres, because I'm probably going to have to at some point. I've been putting it off for a while, but yeah, the RS200 really proved to be a good buy. It cost me 100 grand to start with, but by the end of, you know, a 45-minute video, I tripled that to 300 grand, largely thanks to having the RS200. So yeah, that's where I'm up to. The next episode is the 10th episode of the series, which hopefully I'll be back to my average form again, so I'll be able to, that'll be live commentary again. But as you can see, I've put some of the footage from the recording, because that was fine, from what I've done, some of the more interesting bits. Yeah, so if after this colossal error you still enjoy these videos, or any of other videos, what? So if even after this colossal mess up you still enjoy the videos on the Realish Racing channel, don't forget to like and subscribe, and tune in next time. Dan out.